Hello everyone. This is Dr. Vidya Gavande, lecturer, Department of Pharmacy, Government Polytechnic, Amravati. Today we will going to discuss regarding classification of amino acids. How amino acids are classified on different bases. So we will see one by one. The learning outcome of today's video, after completion of this video, student will be able to explain different classes of amino acids. To classify amino acids, able to differentiate between different classes of amino acids. Amino acids are classified on different bases. First basis is amino acid classification based on structure. Next is amino acid classification based on polarity. Next is amino acid classification based on nutritional requirement. Next is amino acid classification based on their metabolic fate. Next is amino acid classification based on optical activity. First one is amino acid classification based on chemical structure or structure. In that there are several subclasses also. We will see one by one. First one is amino acid with aliphatic side chain. These are monocarboxylic amino acids. Means they consisting of single amino group, single carboxylic group and simple structures. Examples: glycine, alanine, valine, leucine, isoleucine. Valine, leucine and isoleucine contain branched aliphatic side chains and hence they are referred as branched chain amino acids. We know very well that each amino acid structure consisting of 4 different groups, that is central carbon atom attached to one carboxylic group, one amino group, one hydrogen atom and last one is R group. The value of R group varies amino acid to amino acid and this value of R group determines which amino acid is that. So the first one was amino acid with aliphatic side chain. These are simpler structure consisting of simple amino acids. Next is amino acids with hydroxyl group. These amino acids contains hydroxyl group in their structure. Example is serine, threonine, tyrosine. Next is sulfur containing amino acids. These amino acids consisting of sulfur atom in their or sulfur in the form of sulfhydryl group or thioether group in their structure. Example cysteine, cysteine, methionine. Next is acidic amino acids and their amides. We know that R group differs in every amino acid. Here in case of acidic amino acids, there is additional carboxylic group is present in R group. So the main carboxylic group attached to central carbon atom and apart from this another carboxylic group is also present in R group in that particular acidic amino acids and their amides and therefore they are termed as dicarboxylic monoamino amino acids. Example is aspartic acid and glutamic acids, while asparagine and glutamine are their respective amide derivatives. These are also amino acids. Next is basic amino acids. In such basic amino acids, the R group consisting of additional amino group and therefore they are called as dibasic monocarboxylic acids. They are highly basic in character. Example is arginine, lysine, histidine. Next is aromatic amino acids. Aromatic amino acids, these consisting of aromatic rings or aromaticity in their structure. Example is phenylalanine, tyrosine, tryptophan. Next is amino acids. Amino acids consisting of imino group. Instead of amino NH2 group, they consisting of NH group. Example is proline. Next is heterocyclic amino acids. This consisting of heterocyclic ring in their structure. Example is proline. Example is tryptophan. Example is histidine. So what is heterocyclic? Hetero means different. Cyclic means having cyclic structure. And heterocyclic consisting of additional additional element other than carbon in their structure, in their cyclic structure. Here, in case of proline, there is nitrogen as heteroatom, and therefore these amino acids consisting of these heterocyclic structures in their chemical structure, they are called as heterocyclic amino acids. Next classification basis is amino acid classification based on polarity. In that, first class subclass is non-polar amino acids. These non-polar amino acids are also referred to as hydrophobic amino acids. They have no charge on the R group. And examples of this type are alanine, leucine, isoleucine, valine, methionine, phenylalanine, tryptophan, proline. Next is polar amino acids with no charge on R group. These have no charge on R group, but still they possesses groups, polar groups like hydroxyl, sulfhydryl, amide, and therefore they participate in hydrogen bonding of protein structure. Examples: serine, cysteine, glutamine. Next is polar amino acids with positive R group. This consisting of positive R group. We know that amino acids consisting of amino group as well as acidic group, that is carboxylic group, in unique structure, same structure, and we know that carboxylic group is acidic and therefore loses proton and becomes negatively charged, that is CO negative, while amino group is accepting protons because it is basic in nature and therefore becomes positively charged. Here arginine, lysine, these are certain amino acids, or arginine consisting of positive charge on R group due to presence of this positivity in the form of additional amino group, and therefore these are polar amino acids with positive R group. Next is polar amino acids with negative R group. Negative charge, I have told you, on R group is due to presence of additional carboxylic group in R group, and therefore these are negatively charged by losing the proton, CO negative. Examples: aspartic acid, glutamic acid. Next basis of amino acid classification is based on nutritional requirement. In that, first one is essential or indispensable amino acids. These amino acids cannot be synthesized by body and therefore need to be supplied through diet, and therefore they are called as essential amino acids. They are required for proper growth and maintenance of individual. These are 10 amino acids which are essential one: arginine, valine, histidine, isoleucine, leucine, lysine, methionine, phenylalanine, threonine, tryptophan. Next is non-essential or dispensable amino acids. These are synthesized by body and therefore no need to consume through diet. And these are glycine, alanine, serine, cysteine, aspartic acid, aspargine, glutamic acid, glutamine, tyrosine, proline. Next basis of classification is amino acid classification based on their metabolic fate. In that, first one is glycogenic amino acids. glycogenic amino acids are precursors for formation of glucose or glycogen. Example is glycine, alanine, methionine, aspartic acid. Next is ketogenic amino acids. These ketogenic amino acids are precursors for formation of fats or lipids. These are examples lysine, leucine. Next is glycogenic and ketogenic amino acids. These are precursor for both glucose and fats. Examples are tyrosine, tryptophan, isoleucine, phenylalanine. Next basis of classification is amino acid classification based on optical activity. Here only two broad groups are there. First one is optically active amino acids. As I have told you earlier that each amino acid consisting of four different groups or atoms, means they act as asymmetric carbon atom or they have asymmetric carbon atom or chiral center. How? Each central carbon atom is attached to one carboxylic group, one amino group, one hydrogen atom and one R group. And R, the value of R is different in every amino acid. And therefore all amino acids are optically active in nature. But one exception is there, and that exception is nothing but glycine, which is optically inactive amino acid because the R group, instead in R value there is hydrogen atom is present, and therefore as there are two hydrogen atoms present in single amino acid, it cannot act as asymmetric carbon atom, and therefore it doesn't show optical activity. So broader groups we can classify amino acids also optically active amino acids. These are all amino acids except glycine, and we can classify amino acids as optically inactive amino acids. In that only glycine is the example. Apart from this, amino acids can be classified as hydrophilic amino acids and hydrophobic amino acids, two broader groups on the basis of their solubility in water. Hydrophilic amino acids are soluble in water. Examples: glycine, serine, threonine, tyrosine, glycine, lysine. And hydrophobic amino acids are insoluble in water. Example: alanine, valine, proline, tryptophan. Then amino acids can be again classified into two broader groups, that is aliphatic amino acids and aromatic amino acids. Aliphatic amino acids, they are consisting of aliphatic structure, no aromaticity, and aromatic consisting of aromatic rings or aromaticity in their structure. We can classify amino acids in those broad groups also. So I hope you all have understood the particular points which I have discussed here. Thank you very much.